great game. Bruce had his guys ready to go. To be down 17 with just over 10 minutes to go in the game, I couldn't be more proud of our guys. Second SEC championship in 3 years here. It was especially special tonight to do it in front of our fans. I mean, they were great tonight. I really want to thank our fans for all their support. They brought the energy. I thought it fueled our run there in the second half. We achieved a lot this year. I mean, we swept our in-state rival, which is a big deal around here. We went undefeated at home. It's not easy to do. Like I said, we won the SEC regular season. So we still got things we want to accomplish ahead of us. The guys have worked hard. I'm super proud of them.
Charlie?
Yeah, Coach, you talked about the fans. You guys are undefeated at home this season. Just what is it meant to play here, and how special has it been to play in front of these fans and to win all these games?
These fans have been great since we've got here. I was really happy we were able to win this thing outright, do the celebration in Coleman. I mean, winning it 2 years ago was great, but you're on the road in a COVID environment at Mississippi State. Tonight was special, and we talked about it before the game. The under 8 timeout, we need to play a little harder. I said we're not losing this game because we didn't play hard enough to win it, and our guys came out and played harder. So it was special to do it here at Coleman.
Hey, Nate. So there was some talk on Twitter that, Javon Quinterly may be the X factor for you guys in Tuscaloosa. Is that something you agree with? And just talk about his performance tonight.
I can't be more proud of JQ. I mean, I told him, I told the team, we're getting the March version of JQ. He's definitely the X factor. He's played great for us, particularly in the second half, the last 2 games. I mean, he's obviously really talented. I mean, you look at his line tonight, he ends up with 24 points, 6 assists, not 1 turnover, led the team in plus minus at plus 16, really getting locked in on the defensive end. He knows how to win, and he's making a lot of winning plays on both sides of the ball for us.
How much, Nate, over here?
Oh, sorry.
How much energy did that altercation with Javon Quinterly kind of inject into the team? And did you notice a difference in your players after that?
Listen, we were in the middle of a run at the time. I was a little worried we might lose some of the momentum, but, we gathered them together. It was at the under 8 media timeout anyways, and just said we can't lose the momentum we had. We got to come out and get some stops right out of the gate. So I'm not sure that ignited us anymore because we were already in the middle of starting to run, but it was an emotional game, and we continue to make the run after that incident.
Yeah, on JQ, in terms of him being patient, even with some issues with turnovers at times, maybe shots aren't falling for him at times, but for him to still be locked in at this point in the season, how's he impressed you, or what stood out about the way he's handled this season?
We talk about different players' mental toughness. JQ showed a lot of mental toughness tonight. He's showing a lot for a guy that's fifth-year senior in March. Things haven't gone what we all would have hoped they would have gone for the whole year. People forget he's coming back from an ACL tear, and he came back faster than anybody ever imagined. So he played a lot of games early when he really wasn't 100%. He's 100% now, and I'm proud of the way he's been playing. He was huge for us these last 2 games.
Coach, one more question about JQ. He's been here with you since the beginning. He came in when you were hired, and he came in that summer. How have you seen him grow just as a player and as a person since he came in with you in the summer of 2019?
I think he's embellished the blue-collar winning attitude that we've tried to establish from year one. He sat out as a redshirt because he was ineligible on the transfer, learned the system. He came in. First year he played was when we won the SEC. Last time we won the SEC regular season and the tournament both, he ended up being a tournament MVP. I think he's learned how to be a winner. He's gotten better as a player. He's gotten better as a leader. If you could hear him in the huddles, and I'm so proud of him as a leader. And I mean, after the game, it just gives you a big hug, and we got a second one, kind of me and him together. I love all of our players, but I love JQ. I mean, he's taken a lot from some different people, a lot of criticism, unwarranted at that, but he's here. It's March, and we got March version of JQ.
Yeah, coach. I mean, all the stuff your team's been through this year, especially the last couple of months, what were the emotions like when that buzzer finally sounded?
Listen, I just couldn't be more proud of this group, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously it's a heartbreaking situation that's never lost on us, but kids have worked really hard. Winning the SEC is not an easy thing to do. I mean, look at the teams in this league. It's a great league. And I just can't tell you how proud I am of this group this year.
Brandon Miller, obviously not the best offensive night for him. How did he handle that? But on the same side, or on the flip side of that, was there any way that you're going to take him out of the game in the second half?
It's a great question. I think I did take him out. Did I take him out in the second half? I didn't. Yeah. You know what? I took him out in the first half. He's been pretty good for us all year. So we're going to go with our guys at that point. Look, I'll say this. We chart the blue collar points. Brandon led the team. We had 90. We were down 10 in the blue collar points at halftime. We finished the game. We chart ours and team totals for Auburn. We finished the game up 15. So we flipped the whole thing by 25 blue collar points after halftime. Brandon led us with 23.5 blue collar points. He got the hard hat tonight. Brandon finds other ways to impact the game other than just scoring. He stepped up to the free throw line, made huge free throws down the stretch for us, led the team in rebounding. Him and Clowney both had 17 and 8. He's a winner, and I'm proud of him, and we rode with our guys tonight.
In the last few minutes of regulation, and I think all of overtime, you went really small with Quinterly and Sears and Bradley all on the floor at the same time. What makes you comfortable going that small, especially with, at that point, Bediako out of the game?
Yeah, obviously we don't do it often. We said at the beginning of the year we could play those guys together and a lot of credit goes to Jaden Bradley for him. He didn't start second half, came in, I think maybe came in 8 minutes to go, somewhere in that range in the second half. Just told him we need him to make as many winning plays as he could. He had that early turnover, rolled with him. I thought he made some tough plays. He's a winner. The finish he had at the rim, the free throws he made. Quinterly was playing great. Sears opened the second half great. And some of our other bigger wings, have been struggling a little bit. So we can go with 3 guards. I mean, shoot, we like to play guards. So it's better to do it when Charles is in the game. Obviously, we didn't have that luxury tonight. So you guys give Noah Clowney a ton of credit, protecting the rim. When he was in the game, I mean, you look, he had the second highest plus minus on the team. I mean, Quinterly was plus 16. Noah Clowney's plus 11. I talked to Noah yesterday about just let's impact the game in a winning way. Let's make sure we're better on offense and defense both when you're in the game. Thought he did an unbelievable job protecting the rim. When he plays like that, and you can pair him with Brandon Miller, and those 3 guards are all playing hard. Something we've gone with in the past, and we roll with the group that made the comeback for us tonight. Appreciate you guys. Roll Tide.
At BlueCross and BlueShield of Alabama, we cover what matters.